Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's analysis. What a week it is. One day everything is down, one day things are up, but it's fine. As long as we know where the direction of the market is, nothing really matters. We just try to do our best to find the best possible scenario to make money. So, and make halal money, by the way. So let's go and start with US dollar again, because this is the important chart that we have, and we need this to actually go down. So a weekend US dollar would mean that Bitcoin goes up. And yeah, Bitcoin is the biggest competitor to US dollar, and it is highly correlated, and we want US dollar to actually go down. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you, bro? Are you in the in today's meeting? I can't see you here. All right, you are. Fantastic. Let's go take a look at the chart again. Okay, so US dollar still below 100, trying to just creep up a little bit, which I did tell you guys yesterday that there is a chance the way it has tried to turn around. But we might take a double top here. So this is one top. We might just come here and make another top, then continue going lower, or it might just get rejected from this resistance and form a lower high. So that is how US dollar is looking. But how does USD USDT dominance is looking? So on a higher time frame, I did tell you guys that we are still good below 6.5% as the bull market. We need to be positioning ourselves, and inshallah nothing is gonna happen. But if we go above this level, then we shouldn't be positioning ourselves. Then we take the loss and get out. But there's also another thing. If you haven't been making money, then you might not be able to exit and loss. What are you gonna do then? So for that, I have always been telling you to keep USDT in your account. You are not supposed to overinvest. If you are a beginner and you haven't made money, you shouldn't be over investing. Always keep USDT in your account. Then once we see a trend forming and we are in an uptrend, you can always find more opportunities to get in the market. So there is no need to hurry and come and gamble your money in somewhere that you're not supposed to do. So yes, the market is very bad these days, but doesn't mean that it will stay like that, but it also doesn't mean that it cannot get worse. So we try to be in the best possible scenario. So, Michael, I am in the metro in China. My connection is quite bad, haha. But always a pleasure to join a meeting. That's fantastic, bro. You are you are a real trader, bro. You are trying to be there and see the chart anyways. So that is great. I like it, Michael. By the way, let me know if you have questions or a chart to analyze. I would gladly do that for you. So let's take a look at the U BTC dominance. BTC dominance is surprisingly good. So if you see Bitcoin weakened at this point, it's fine. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin will not go up. But even if Bitcoin does go up, it will not go as high as we want Bitcoin to go. So yeah, if you want a coin that can give you good profit and it's also sustainable and it is working like a stable coin these days, then be in Bitcoin. You don't have to go and take the altcoins. But if you want to make more gains, then you should be in other coins. But it also doesn't mean a financial advice other than Bitcoin, because the other day I told you guys, for the long term, if you are here, you can bet any amount of money. I can with confidence tell you to invest large amount of money, but it really depends on how your risk tolerance is and how your pain tolerance is, because it really becomes painful sometimes if your analysis doesn't go the way you wanted it to go. We should always be surrendered to Allah no matter what. So we do our best to find the best possible scenario, but still, we need to be very, very careful. At this point, I mean, you need to be invested. So the risk here is not being invested and exposed to Bitcoin. And once you get a little bit good, then you can be invested in altcoins as well. Yeah, let's make money, inshallah. Sure. Please take a look at HNT, GEOD, and Ayuki if you have time. Sure, bro. Just let me finish with the analysis that we always do. So, you weren't in the previous analysis. Let me tell you, we exchanged Dogecoin with Zcash because majority of the scholars were saying that it comes in a gray area, not as haram or not Sharia compliant, but in gray area. So we want to avoid the gray area. There are many reasons for that. So I replaced it with Zcash, which is doing pretty much good at this point. So yeah, let's go to Total 2 before we go to the altcoins. Total 2 is a strong. It is still holding this mid-range. Total 1, did I say Total 1? No, it can still like come down a little bit, or it might just find the support and move up. So we are entirely oversold. What is this? VPN. Go, bro. Anyway, so we are definitely oversold in the market, and oversold means that you need to be exposed and you need to have some coins so you can make actually good money here. It's completely against the psychology of the majority of the world. So if you think I'm crazy, it's okay, it's normal, because we buy the fear and we sell the greed. That's what we did at the top when Bitcoin was at $126,000. We got out of almost everything. Then we tried buying below 107,000. So, yes. Total tree, holding this line of support. Not too important at the moment to look at that. More than that, is others very strong. It has reached a level of supply. We want this to actually break higher. Then the ones that we are exposed to, inshallah, will run so good against Bitcoin. You're gonna be surprised. Coming back to Bitcoin, Bitcoin did go lower as we expected it to go. Here was a buy signal for you. I specifically told you guys this. And now, after another day that has passed, you can see that we came again to this zone. It's still buy, it doesn't mean it's sell. Can it go lower? Yes. This line is the lowest it can go. Can it go lower than that? Yes, it can always go. But we should go up before we actually crash and there is a bear market. So that's what I am thinking, because you can see that there is no breakout of this demand level in Bitcoin. This is just a fake out, a very big, fat fake out. You need to buy this and you need to sell when I tell you to sell. So 107 was sell, 103 was sell, right? But this is how it is. And yeah, I know I bought 97,000, I bought 94, I started accumulating back. So it's completely fine with me. because we are in that level. Now, Ethereum is looking much stronger than Bitcoin. We expected it to maybe even do the same like BTC did to 2,871. It didn't. But from 2,952, you can see from the exact line, you can go and double check this analysis in the last three analysis that I did, because I showed you this roadmap that this is what Ethereum is supposed to do in this position in the market. And as you can see, we are holding this and we should expect Ethereum running higher at this point. And the other reason for that is strong ETH BTC as well as weaker Bitcoin dominance, and USDT has almost reached the top. So at this point, I told you we need to be invested. There is one pin bar so far. Can it go higher? Yes. But overall, this is where you need to be exposed in the market. Let's take a look at ETH BTC now. ETH BTC, you can see it's holding this line perfectly. It has given us an engulfing candle, getting closer to this resistance, but I believe it should be taken out with force and take us to 0.035. Then we would want to break both of these two levels, 0.07 as well, in order to completely go back to the bull run. So all of you are back happy. But remember this, it is very late to come and invest at those times. If you want to play good in the market, you need to buy the dip. That's how you can make large amount of money. Buying higher would do two things to you. Either you would buy it so high that it will come back down and you will go in loss, then you stay there for a few days, then you're not able to buy anything else as well, because you neither made money nor you are in a break even. But buying the levels of like this, you see these wicks, it always puts you in a position that you can get out of the market if something happens quickly, or if it goes up, it goes in profit. So those are the actual levels. That is what we teach as well order flow strategy. And if you don't understand what I'm doing and the way I do the analysis, then join us and learn from the beginning. Otherwise, if you are a technical analyst, if you already know what we're doing, so it makes sense for you. If you already are familiar with smart money concepts, you should know. And with support and resistance strategies and supply and demand strategies. So what I have done is I have put my own experience and the strategy that I have learned specifically, which is whale order flow. We find the places which is absolutely natural in the market to invest in, which how supply and demand works. You buy the fear, you sell the greed. But the majority of people, they do the opposite. That's why they lose and they complain and they say that this market is trash and it's a scam. We should have never come to it. It's the same with gold, trust me. If you had bought $4,400 of gold, you are in loss. Take a look at this. This is where the top was and we called it. But if you came and rushed here that gold is gonna go to five or $10,000, then that's where you made the mistake. So this applies in everything. Okay, so Solana, yeah, it is kind of weak, but we should expect to break this level as soon as possible. Then we will be looking at the higher level. So still at an accumulation phase, we might come back to this level once more, or we might not just come and it flies today or tomorrow. But overall, it is highly, highly oversold, and we are positioned in Solana. Like currently, it's my biggest holding Solana because previously it was Doge. Now I have switched to Solana. It's not Zcash, by the way. Zcash, I am currently trading it. It's my opinion because it has moved quite a lot. It does go to higher levels in the future, but until then I will be exposed more to it. But for now, I wanna keep things and discipline. So Solana against Bitcoin is strong. We should push to this level, and that might reach uh, if Solana against Bitcoin reaches 0.0015, then we should expect Solana against USD actually go above $150 at that point. And the same for Solana against Ethereum. You can see that we had a very good bullish engulfing candle, but still it couldn't close above this. It might just try again, but once we hold these levels properly, then we can expect for it to move even against Ethereum higher. But at the moment, yes, Ethereum is strong. And Zcash, I gave you guys a signal yesterday as well. And the day before the yesterday, we bought it inside our premium groups. And it was just my own trade. It's not a financial advice. Whenever I take these trades, I share it to students for educational purposes only. If they want to take it, they will take it and they will benefit from it. Otherwise, you don't have to. Please learn. I will help you learn as much as you want, but if you just keep copy and pasting every single thing, you're not gonna learn. You might even make losses because you don't fully understand what I'm doing. When am I exiting? What is the risk here? What is the profit here? You need to understand it. So again, yesterday when I said about Zcash, it was here, but this level is still holding, so our stop loss is right below the zone. Uh, on manual close, not like this. So don't take these things that I say as a financial advice, please. Zcash against BTC and Zcash against Ethereum right now is in a level of supply. Once we go above this, then it should shoot higher. Maybe even we will go to $1,000 Zcash, but not now, not yet. Not yet. So gold against BTC. It just keeps breaking higher because we have a weak Bitcoin and we have gold that is very strong at the moment. So we might actually just hit this level of supply, and you can see that previously it did come here once and it might just get rejected again from this level or maybe a little bit higher. Let's see, then I do expect this to go down. No matter what happens, I just keep Bitcoin in the upside because Bitcoin will outperform gold some point in the future. We don't know when, but it will. Okay, so we need to take a look at that and we should know when. And yeah, here you go. As you can see, gold came to this level, which I did warn you guys that we have a level here and you shouldn't be ignoring it. Now, in a way, it might, if we don't get rejected back from this higher level, which is 4,200. So the chances for now is it will go there. But then if we get rejected from here, then it's actually good. Otherwise, this scenario is a possibility. So I'll keep it that way. And we did get rejected from here. What is the next level that we might just get rejected sooner? It is here. So take a look at this. Bitcoin may just form a lower high here, then it's gonna be very good for Bitcoin. Now, give me a second. Okay. So let's take a look at what Michael has said. HNT, GEOD, and Ayuki. Let's go through all of them. Where do I have HNT? I have it here. Okay. Bro. It has entered the red area. Just kidding. It actually entered the demand level. And it's because for a very long time it is trying to break these smaller resistances and it couldn't. That's why it finally entered here, which in this recent dip it was holding very strong. So there could be another reason that the money is flowing in the large caps and this has become unattractive to people. So they pulled out their money. Now it came back to the level of demand. Where can you buy? Let me give you a position. Where can you buy if you want to buy, or if you want to get out and take. Let's just clean everything so I can see things properly. Okay. Where do you see a level of demand, bro? Here as a level of demand as a whole, like as in monthly demand level. So this wick reached almost this level. If we take the higher wicks to it, it does make sense. So let's take it so you can see that below 1.9 it is buy up until 1.2. But to give you an exact level, you can see where the actual bigger move happened. It was after this candle, so it is quite possible we see a 1.4 in HNT. That is from a monthly basis, okay? But if it's going to hold, then let's take a look at this. So we do have this move, this downtrend. Let's see. This is also broken. If we just talk about daily, so your stop loss in a way is hit at the moment. It's just in my perspective. But if you want to hold it and you're staying for long term, then look for accumulating at these levels and at this level. That's all I can say. And if I put up one line that might help you as 2.09. This level, it should hold before actually we go lower. Level by level, bro. Take a look at it like this. Let's go see the other one. Need to go in a list that I have listings. Oh, I don't. What did I do? Bro, this is good actually. It has gotten a very good fake out and it is at the level of buy. Like it's buy right at these points. Like it was buy at 1.2, 1.3. Wish you had told me earlier. Did you tell me in the 100x group that we have? Remind me there.
I talked about it, I think, but it was
Did I give you my opinion?
a bit late. I also missed the best time to buy. I'm not sure. Last time I talked about it, I think you didn't have time to reply. But I think another time you talked about it, but it was quite a long time ago.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
these
yeah.
coins,
I do remember this GEOD, like GOD. I do remember it, but not recently, so it's possible you
these
told
coins
me
like
earlier.
HNT.
So, bro, from a daily level, I think it should blow. Like, you see this pattern? Like, it should go to like these levels. And there's another level here, but let's count it.
Nice.
15, 40% like for the short term. Then for the longer term as well, it has found a bottom, you know. And I think
Mm.
it's one of the robotics coin, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. And the good thing is the
Hmm. I should do a
real
fundamental analysis on this, then I would let you know in the community.
revenue because they sell their machines basically to customers. Yeah,
Sorry, can you speak louder?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It keeps cutting
They
your
say that
voice.
basically like 80% of their revenue goes into buybacks of the token. So the good thing is, sorry, yeah, I'm gonna try again.
It's okay,
Basically, they
bro.
have real
You can maybe write it down for me because your voice keeps cutting.
revenue, and 80% of the revenue goes into buying back the token. Welcome, did you hear me?
Yes, yes, a little. Like it cuts, then it comes. I just heard that
Sorry,
you said 80% of the revenue goes to the buybacks.
my connection is not good. Sure.
It's okay. Just write me shortly. I will say it here so people can hear me. Thank you. I will go through Ayuki as well. Give you my opinion there as well. Then we'll go to Zcash because our friend Wally John is saying to make an analysis on Bitcoin Cash.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your money. I want to tell him something. I'm going out. I want to tell him where we drop the thing. It's already finished.
Assalamu
Like,
alaikum
can I check it?
Adibullah. Can you mute yourself, please? Are you talking to me? Okay, thanks. So, by the way, Ayuki is also in an accumulation area. So this entire floor is for buying. But let me see. Yes, 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 yes. Bro, these are some good coins. Is it Sharia compliant? Let me check on our partner's website. Ayuki. Ayuki Labs. Okay, I am subscribed, but I'm not logging. So, anyways, Ayuki. What? I am subscribed. What is this? This is crazy. I am subscribed to you guys. Is my payment finished? Where can I check it? Unable to process your payment. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'll have to fix this. Anyway, um, so yeah, bro, this is good fundamentally. What is it, by the way, so I can at least say if it's, I can check it somewhere else too. I can check it with another advisor that we have. Oh, they haven't done a screening on this. But the structure is perfect, bro. Even I want to get some. But I need to go through some things until I actually do this. Bitcoin Cash, BCH, USDT, Binance. Yes, it is going according to plan, bro. I know who told you about Bitcoin Cash, by the way, but he is also being irrelevant sometimes. I just want to enter when it's time to enter for Bitcoin Cash. I have it in another list here. That's why you saw this analysis. So you see, BCH USD is there. Now, I still think it should come to 450, then we can accumulate, or maybe lower, but this also looks like an accumulation phase at the high of the market, so who knows? We have to do our best to buy it at a lower price. Um, or it could be just the top for Bitcoin Cash, you know? We never know. We never know. What else? What else, Wally? Um, okay, so basically Michael is saying that sorry, they have real revenue and it's increasing 80%. Okay, and it's increasing. 80% of the revenue goes to into buybacks. Inshallah should be Sharia compliant. They have real utility and not involved in riba, as far as I know. Very good analysis, by the way, if you have done so far to check their white paper, then amazing, bro. I'm proud of you, Michael. Ayuki basically allows robots to communicate together. Sure, I'll try to find more resources on these coins and we'll send them to the group. Yes, fantastic. Thanks, brother. Let's make halal money. Yes, let's make halal money. EMP. Wali is saying let's check EMP. Let's check it. I think it should be looking very bad, by the way. As far as I know, the exchange coins are destroyed. Bro, it has dipped just a little bit at 13, but it didn't go to like 9 or 10 to give us a position there, but I think it should be reasonable. From one point, if you see it from this point, that we had these lows, we are kinda oversold at this position, but let me. Do we have another chart from this EMPUSDT? We have on Bybit. No, 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 we don't. We don't. We can go on Dex Screener and check that out. I need some more data to tell you. It's sitting at 5 million market cap. Damn. It went to $200. Now it's at 17. So it should tell you a lot about the market, and yeah, you can accumulate, bro. If that's what you wanted to hear, yes, you can. But NFA, not a financial advice. Now you know why we took profits above $170. Now you know, right? The upside is great, bro. It's like 10x from here. It's a very good 10x because when Ethereum goes, this goes. So far, it got destroyed. And I need to check with their activities too, like what they're doing lately. Any good improvement, anything that can give us more upside in the future that would attract more people to come and buy this. So your take profit levels are, if you enter here, these are the levels that you should be looking for take profit. One more. Take everything, leave nothing. All these levels. So yeah, it's a very good depth here. Guys, we have 5 more minutes before I sign off. So if there's anything, let me know. Otherwise, we can just sign off. By the way, guys, if you enjoy the content, make sure to press the like button, because what it does is it makes the content reach to more people. So that's how the algorithm works. So when you like, it reaches to more people. And if you want all the Muslims to benefit from what we do here, then don't forget that, and follow us on all social media and join our free community. Join our classroom, which we have a free module that teaches you everything about investing in cryptocurrencies. That's all. Then if you wanted to join our trading and see our trades and talk to the other traders in private, then for that, pay less than $1 a day. All right. Thank you so much for joining, all of you. Inshallah, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day ahead, inshallah. Take care.